Time to check in with CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of CoinDesk, the State of Crypto newsletter. Welcome to the show, Nick. So Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, as well as 21 Shares, they're teaming up to enter the Bitcoin ETF race, trying to launch that Bitcoin ETF in the United States. But do we have any new contenders?
Hey, no, Cathie Woods is, I think, the biggest of new contenders, and yeah, this is, I think, like the 12th pure Bitcoin ETF application on top of several others. But what's interesting is Cathie Woods actually, she's been long Bitcoin for a while now. Her investment vehicles have invested in not just crypto direct companies like Coinbase, but also a lot of stocks, for companies that kind of dance around the crypto industry. So this is, I guess, another signal, that she at least sees, Bitcoin continuing its current
Yeah.
bull run.
It just
So
seems
Nick,
that
you're
so
on.
many have tried to file. I wonder if, with Cathie Wood entering the ring, it has a better chance or than any other that are trying to get into the US?
That's the $1 trillion question. So far, I have seen nothing to suggest that Cathie Woods is going to shift the calculus for the SEC. The SEC is currently in the process of delaying as many of these applications as it can. We've seen this before. This is exactly what happened in 2018 when the last time there were a bunch of companies filing. So we're going to see the SEC, I think, continue to postpone decisions on a lot of these applications. Probably the clearest signal we're going to get is when the Van Eck Bitcoin ETF application comes to its final due date, which is going to be around this fall. And I think that's when the SEC is probably going to publish something that's going to provide a much clearer picture of how it's viewing this. But so far, it's just kind of punting this decision, and well, various leaders at the
Hmm.
SEC have expressed concern about market manipulation. So that's going to still be, I think, the hanging issue.
So Nick, another thing you're looking at is the NRCC is going to let people donate to Republican candidates indirectly using crypto. Um, are they trying to court the crypto community, or is it just a few guys in the Senate, and House who are really into it and are like, yeah, look, guys, let's have this happen.
Yeah, so a few weeks ago, I spoke to Representative Tom Emmer, who chairs the NRCC, and he said that this decision is actually coming about because of donor requests. So, he's been a long-time crypto champion. He's accepted crypto for his own personal campaign since last summer, but this decision, at least, he says, was driven because people were asking, or saying, if you accept crypto, we'll take crypto.
Is
And
this people
to be
trying to
clear, the
unseat Brad Sherman? People trying to
unclear.
unseat Brad Sherman? Okay.
I'm sure, given that this does seem to be, primarily Republican voters, I'm sure they're hoping to unseat, as many of the Democrats as they can. But yeah, it's, Representative Emmer did speak quite a bit about, people are still looking for crypto clarity from regulatory and lawmakers, or the lawmaker types, and this might be another move to kind of, try and encourage that.
Nick, quickly, how big a deal is this news from Mexico, this sort of supposed crackdown in Mexico? Is it something to be really concerned about, or is it overblown?
So my read of it, and this is the Mexican Secretary of Finance and Public Credit, Arturo Herrera, saying that banks cannot accept cryptocurrency or treat it as legal tender, or otherwise, allow crypto into the financial system. My read of it is that this is just kind of a reaction to a banker and billionaire suggesting that his bank would accept Bitcoin. It also seems to be coming, at least in part due to Mexico's report to the Financial Action Task Force, which a couple of years ago recommended, strict guidelines around crypto exchanges and how crypto should be treated, and recently announced that a lot of countries are still kind of, not there yet when it comes to compliance with these guidelines and recommendations. So I'm not sure that this is a portention of anything new yet. It does seem mostly to be a kind of a reaction to just a lot of the news coming out over the last week.